Hello, Bob?
Hello.
How are you tonight?
Oh, fine. Breaking the rules.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
What are you talking about tonight? I tuned in about a half hour ago, and are you talking about anything in particular?
The Masaryktown Inn.
What's that?
You don't know about the Masaryktown Inn? It's probably the most famous restaurant in the entire area.
Well, I am fairly new in the area here. I called you.
Oh, well, okay. Well, that explains why you're not familiar with the Masaryktown Inn. How long have you been here? What, about a week and a half, 2 weeks?
No, I've been here, let's see, about 2 months or so.
2 months, and you haven't heard about the Masaryktown Inn yet?
No, I haven't. Well,
Do you like Czechoslovakian food?
I've never had it.
Well, I suppose if you're not you see, most people in the Tampa Bay area they're just fanatical about Czechoslovakian food. There are all kinds of places around here that specialize in Czechoslovakian food, and the Masaryktown Inn is perhaps the most famous of all of them.
That's wonderful. Could you send me directions or something?
Well, it's about 40 miles north of Tampa on US 41.
What's 41?
Route 41. It's about 40 miles north of Tampa.
Oh.
You can't miss it. It's right there in Masaryktown.
Oh, well, that's wonderful. Bob.
Yes.
Or Robert, whatever your name is.
Whatever.
Anyway, you're talking about people that do not want all this stuff legalized?
Right.
Well, I'm one of them.
Why, Mabel?
Why? Because...
it's not all this stuff. It's marijuana, basically, that I'm talking about. I agree with you on heroin and the others.
Okay, good. Because those are awful things.
Oh, they are. They're terrible.
Things to people. But marijuana is a mind-altering drug, just the same as, it's in the same class as LSD and things like that.
No, it isn't. It's much closer to a class of alcohol, which is a mind-altering drug.
Well, I think that should be outlawed, too. I don't drink. I think that stuff is just as worse as LSD and marijuana and all the rest.
Well, Mabel, I suppose for your purposes we're splitting hairs, but the fact of the matter is that marijuana is not in the same category as LSD. LSD is an extremely potent, highly unpredictable hallucinogenic. Marijuana is a relatively mild. I mean, you couldn't smoke enough of the stuff to make you go crazy because you'd gag first trying to get it all inside your lungs.
Well, I'm sure it's still, I've read also in pamphlets, and there was an article in Reader's Digest a couple of months ago, and it was talking about marijuana and how bad it is and what it actually does to the mind of people. It makes a more colorful type atmosphere for them. They feel euphoric.
Well, yes, you do feel euphoric. You get at least the illusion. I'm not sure if it's actually true, but you get the illusion of being able to hear better. You get the illusion of being able to decipher colors and patterns better. There's no denying that. But there are virtually everything.
Live their lives day to day without having to induce something that it's false.
But Mabel, we spend our entire days, you and I, as well as those druggies, don't kid yourself, putting foreign substances into our bodies to make us feel better.
Well, like coffee, you were saying.
Like coffee, exactly.
I mean, decaffeinated coffee, would you classify that in the same category as regular coffee?
Well, it still has a degree of caffeine. It is not 100% caffeine-free.
It's minuscule, but...
And it's still no good for you.
Well,
it does damage to the body.
The same thing.
Almost everything we put into our bodies does damage to the body. And yes, the stories about the scientific studies about marijuana doing damage to the body, they're true. There's no denying that.
It's like 5 times worse than cigarette smoke, Bob. You smoke, don't you?
Oh, I sure do.
Oh, now see, that's so bad. For a person of your age, 42, you said you were?
Yes, I am.
Oh, Bob. And you're overweight a little bit?
Overweight a lot of bit.
A lot of bit.
A lot of bit.
You're a prime candidate, Bob. Robert.
Prime candidate. I'm not running for anything, Mabel.
No, for problems.
For problems?
Yes.
Nah, it's the mean, fat old SOBs like me that live forever.
All right. Mm-hmm. Well,
like Chairman Mao.
I just wanted to say my opinion. I don't think any law should be passed to legalize anything or decriminalize or anything like that. I think it should stay where it is.
But, Mabel, what are we going to do? Because we now have a very serious problem. All the people coming up, all the people who are going to be federal judges, all the people who are going to be congressmen, all the people who are going to be senators, and including the people who are going to be president, they all have this, well, not all, but a majority of them have it in the background.
They made mistakes when they were younger. They've acknowledged it. They've been truthful about it, and that's what's important.
But, Mabel, the point of the fact is, if Douglas Ginsburg went to the 7-Eleven this afternoon and applied for a job, they would ask him the question, did you ever smoke marijuana? And even though he did it when he was young and foolish, 7 years ago, he would be eliminated from consideration for the job.
Just because he smoked something a long time ago?
Uh-huh.
I don't agree with that. I agree that it's wrong to smoke this substance. However, in your younger
But why is it wrong, Mabel? Why is it wrong?
Why is it wrong?
Yeah, aside from the fact that it's illegal, I mean, why should it be illegal?
Well, like I said earlier, it's a mind-altering drug. Why would anybody want to make...
But Coca-Cola is a mind-altering drug. It is, actually, not as potent. I suppose you couldn't drink enough Coca-Cola to get a buzz, but nonetheless, it's a mind-altering drug.
You used to be able to drink Coke. They used to have cocaine in it.
Well, right, they've changed the formula. That was many years ago.
Yes.
But even today, just from the sugar and the basic formula, it's a mind-altering drug. Makes you feel better, gives you a rush.
Well, yes, but still, I mean, things that have been around for years, I see no reason for something that's been illegal since, oh gracious, it's been in the 30s, if I'm correct on that, marijuana.
You're correct.
Why should we legalize it now? It's ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous.
Mabel, I thank you much.
Thank you.